And welcome to another lot of Riverblossom Hills. It's the 112th Riverbend Road. This one's a little bit weird. I was like, what? When I opened this one, I didn't really know there would be really weird lots in this neighborhood, except for like the house where the plant sim lives, because that's kind of a big like greenhouse. But yeah, this one is kind of odd. It's really small, but the lot itself isn't. I think it's like 2x2 or 2x3 or something like that. And yeah, the house is like on stilts. This took me a sec before I had to look at it for a while, like to understand what's going on and how to sensibly make something out of that would actually work. But yeah, I'm really happy what I ended up with, but it was quite a ride. Yeah, deep sigh. That's all I can say about this one. Nah, it's okay. It turned out great. Except as you can see, I'm messing around with the roofing because the roofing tool, of course, sucks. You get little gaps in the top roof and it doesn't really match. Stupid scooters. Scooters should be banned. Vote me for president. I'll ban all scooters. Like, get a bicycle or car, you weakling. Anyway, yeah, this roof is a big disaster, and there's some roof bleeding through, I don't know, everything. It makes no sense that the roof is hanging over the edge of the house. Like, no sense. Anyway, let's stop bitching about the roof and move on. I decided that I wanted to go with a sort of, again, this is like the live stream, this is a house that's purposely built to piss off all the old people in Riverblossom Hills. This is probably owned by one of those hyper... how do you call them? Like sustainable living people, or like, yes, I drink my own urine after, of course, I filtered it and done all that, and they wear sandals made out of, I don't know, leather from pineapples, that kind of person. This lot actually has a couple of solar panels, like neighborhood deco solar panels behind it, and yeah, there's definitely a person who grows their own food but somehow lives alone. I wonder why. I've created the most horrible person in my head. At least the house they live in is quite cute. Oh man, yeah, this is just could not get rid of that idea. It's a horrible. For some reason, a guy living here with like a beard and sandals and. One of those people who starts, every time you're eating like meat, he starts getting huffy and puffy and telling you about the industry, how it's bad. It's one of those vegans, fucking vegans. Anyway. Yeah, man, I got really riled up when I was building on this one. I was like, totally get what kind of person would live here. But yeah, really, again, last time I talked about, a while ago, I was talking about like a director's commentary for The Sims 2, and this is one of the houses that I would love to get some explanation about, because what's the point of this weird lot? Like, everything's so tiny. Just look at the top. Like, there's not even room for a double bed. It's a single bedroom, and, there's just barely any space for everything. Although, no, I think the lot itself originally had the bedroom downstairs. I moved it upstairs because why else have an upstairs? But it's not like the downstairs had a lot of space for anything. Like, it was just a micro kitchen and a micro, living room. Did the original even have a living room? I don't remember, but yeah, it's kind of odd because I moved the bedroom upstairs, but obviously there is no space for a bathroom, so I kept the bathroom downstairs, so it's actually kind of odd. So maybe, like, technically I should have kept everything downstairs and maybe made upstairs sort of a, like, chillax area, but yeah, this is just what I ended up with. And ended up using the Boo Boo set by Veronica because that actually had the wood tone that matched the the wall best for, because you know the Boo Boo set has columns, fences, like windows and doors, but also a stairs, so everything like is all matchy and just looks really cool. Sadly, okay, what kind of word is that? Sadly, I didn't really have a fully matching floor edge hider, so I went for this one, which is just slightly lighter than I would have wanted, but you know, it's fine. You know, it's not a big deal. It just stands out like on the second floor a little bit more, like on the kind of balcony, but oh well. So yeah, I really want to know the backstory. Maybe this is one of those build it yourself houses, just really easy. One of the houses you put on the back of a truck or you just move them. I don't know. So yeah, I'm really curious about the backstory of this house because it has like no garden. It was like a couple of trees, I think, and like 2 like rows of like gardening ground, potting ground. So it's a bit odd. Yeah, this totally got me into the mood again for 3 lakes because yeah, I'm probably gonna build a lot of chalet style houses, so a lot of wood tones inside. I'm really excited about that one. But first, Riverblossom Hills. Let's not get ahead of myself or too much. Well, I'm just gonna do something in the meantime. Yeah. Go. Yeah, thank you. Oh, now I lost everything. Oh, that's great. Oh, I'm back. So yeah, picking out the right floor was a little trickier. It's never, all the wood tones are like slightly different. I was like, no, it has to match perfectly. Like this has to look like you're living inside of a tree or something, you know? So la la la, wood. So yeah, that looks pretty damn good, if I say so myself. That particular Boo Boo shape, again, doesn't match perfectly, but again, it's the best I could do. And you know what? Not everything has to be perfectly matchy. Like this is fine for me personally. And if you don't like it, you can just grab your own belt set and do it yourself. So yeah, that's a brick garden. Like 1 patch of gardening ground. Like have fun with that. Oh man, like what a waste of space. Like I understand you don't want to fill the entire lot like I used to do, but you know, this is really like, maybe it's supposed to be like a starter house. That's why it's so small, with the you know, kind of idea that you could expand and grow the house. Maybe that's the idea behind it. Anyway, that's a staircase I've hardly used, so again, that was nice to use something I haven't used in a while, or maybe never. That's always good. Because I'm really good at hoarding CC. You know, it'll be, sometimes I have to do like a, you know, have to delete stuff, and it usually takes me like a couple of hours to pick out things, and there's always a couple of pieces of CC you're like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna use it, but I don't want to throw it away. I might need it in the future. And you're like, yeah, but I'm probably gonna use this in like Takamizu Village. Should I throw it away? And then you're like, nah, and that's how you end up with like 50 meshes of, I don't know, some like a really weird vase or something, you know? That's how it works for me. So yeah, that was kind of the interior part. Now I'm just gonna do a little bit of the gardening. Originally didn't have like a big plan for the garden. It was just kind of like, I'm just gonna put a couple of shrubs around it and just see where the vibe is gonna lead me. And yeah, so shrubs. Those are nice shrubs. It's a nice boulder. Shoo me. Anyway. So yeah, we're just gonna watch me play some shrubs for a while. Maybe some rocks, and just see where it goes from there. That's pretty much how I designed the whole thing. I don't have a plan. Great. I did have a small plan because I decided it would be nice if you could access the back garden a little bit more easier. You know, and I built a little back porch with, of course, the same ingredients as the front porch. And, you know, I think this is the third house, or maybe the second one where I had to do this. That's kind of odd, because don't most people with a back garden have, like, a back door? Like a side door? A door somewhere? A door other than the front door to get there. Anyway, so that was a quick little intermezzo. And yeah, the rest is just gonna be me trying to make a decent garden for this weird, horrible person. Smug person. Like, I'm so much better because I don't eat hot dogs. Ew. Should stop, otherwise everybody's gonna have really bad associations with this lot, and they're all gonna think, ugh, I don't want it. No, it's a really good lot. So I need to let go of that horrible, horrible person and pretend it's actually really... Maybe it's like a really young student who's just trying to prove something. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna build a house and I'm gonna do this, and it's all like a little experiment. I don't know. Let's go with that. It's a good person. And here they are. The rocks have arrived. I actually wanted to not use them in this neighborhood, but as you can see, I failed. And the rocks are just so cool. And yeah, this is kind of how far I got. And then I was like, and now what? What am I gonna do now? I can't just put shrubs around the house and be like, yep, well, that's the garden for you, done. And I started to, you know, how do you say that, delay the inevitable by putting some little, like, fences, little strips around everything. That's sometimes how I do stuff. When I'm kind of stuck, I just start doing, like, really small details, or, you know, like a different area. Just to, you know, get free from that whole I'm feeling stuck vibe. Holy hell, I'm not sure if you can hear that, but there's a car revving it up over there. My god. That's at least like half a mile away from me. Holy hell. So yeah, that fence makes it look like it's a ranch or something. There should be like horses in the field. So maybe... like if I find a big lot, I can do that. Although I don't really have any decorative animals except for like one cat and one dog. Like a puppy and a couple of chickens. That's a really good plan. Maybe just... there needs to be at least one house with a chicken pen. At least one. Yeah, I don't have a lot of other deco animals. They always look cute, but you know, I don't really use them that often, so I kind of prevented cluttering up my downloads folder by not downloading them. Because I used to have like a bunch of deer and a bunch of cows and everything, and sheep, and they were all really cute, but no, I kind of clicked past them. Oh yeah, this is really interesting. Those are the solar panels I talked about. They are neighborhood deco. I actually made those. And what I did is actually take the object mesh from the decorative section and made like slightly bigger, I think, and made a neighborhood deco object out of it. Pretty sure I've never shared them, and I might not do it because they were kind of weird and they're really high poly. Yeah, that was the problem. They were really high poly. I you know, people start screaming bloody murder or something like over a acceptable amount of polys, so I was like, I'm not gonna do that. They were also kind of an experiment. Here I'm just trying to recover the whole. That's so weird because normally when you have tiles and you do like the remove tool for terrain paints, it shouldn't work, but apparently it did, so I had to do this again to put them back. Like, oh man. That looks good. So yeah, those are vegetable patches. Like I said before, the person here likes to grow their own food. That's the kind of vibe I'm going for, at least. I decided to go for full terrain paint because I didn't really like the idea of having grass everywhere. Except for like the apple trees, which, yeah, here I'm gonna remove the terrain paints because, you know, having apple trees grow out of you know, stones, that's a bit harsh for the trees, so yeah, that's kind of there we go. Yeah, that looks so cute. So yeah, the garden itself isn't like super green, it's more kind of a functional garden, you know. And I know I could have technically put like little shrubs around everything and made them look more pretty, but you know, that's not what I was going for. And to be more functional than anything else. So yeah, a little greenhouse as well. Kind of puzzling how to, you know, where to put it. Because, you know, points like this, I always start to think too realistic because, you know, I'm kind of, well, where's the sun? Where's the shadow? And, what's going to be the best for the greenhouse and the plants? And the game does not care if you're vegetables and you're in the shadow. Like, I'm pretty sure you can put, like, a vegetable patch inside. The game doesn't care. So, yeah. But I care. Care a lot. So yeah, I did decide that I wanted to put a little bit more green and flowers in there, so they're like tiny sub patches which have like little flowery parts and little shrubs, and you know, because I don't know if some of you have like little vegetable gardens or have like a little plot on a larger sort of community lot or something. Oh, not lot, you know what I mean, like a community patch of ground, and you can buy or rent a smaller patch. Most people who grow like vegetables also have like a decorative flower section. Not everybody, but some do. You know, I know a lot of people, friends of my parents, have a vegetable garden, but also my mom really likes flowers, so she also grows a couple of flowers. This year we had massive sunflowers, which were actually like seedlings, just probably blown over seeds from like the neighbor, because she last year had gigantic sunflowers, so they kind of think they came from her garden, but they were massive. They're still, you know, so that's So yeah, but I didn't put any sunflowers in this garden. I totally should have. Damn it. Missed my whole thing. But I do have a lot of little vegetable thingies, like onions and carrots, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna plop them everywhere. I think they're sort of functional, maybe not. Maybe you can grow them and whatever, but they look cool. Makes the garden look a little bit more, lively, because otherwise it's just going to be a couple of patches. And, the pictures themselves are already not that beautiful, but if it's just brown slabs, it would have been even more depressing. So yeah, I decided I wanted a little bit more green over in that corner, so a couple more flowers went that way. So pretty. Maybe they're all edible flowers. Pretty sure they are not. No, they're not. I know they're like edible violets and all that, but I'm pretty sure like hollyhocks and irises and the lilies, I'm pretty sure they're like all like poisonous or something. Don't eat them. That was so pretty. Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun using a lot of the plants that I haven't used in a while, especially the ones from like these particular flowers, the lilies and the aubrasias and all of that from like Macarossi. They are sadly like not in the actual gardening category, so I tend to forget about them. They are actually in the buy category and then menu like decorative and then in the plant section, so which means that they're all like, well, plastic is how we call them, so they don't need any tending. So yeah, it's definitely a lot of plants from Macarossi, I think, and a couple from like Simply to Styling or Sim to Styling, I forget. Like Yope and Yopi, I don't know how to pronounce that. I think it's Simply Styling. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, I was checking if I wanted to put some trees, and of course I tried to sneak in a couple of pine trees, but I decided that I'm not gonna use a lot of trees in the lots because I kind of want to, oh, that was the end of the video. I'll see you next time. Bye!